Welcome to Switched on Pop. I'm musicologist Nate Sloan.
And I'm songwriter Charlie Harding.
Charlie, you know what they say is the best revenge, right?
Revenge? I don't know. What's the best revenge?
Charlie, come on. What's the best revenge? The best revenge is...
Payback? I'm failing.
The best revenge is living well, Charlie.
Living well. I was not expecting that.
Yeah. You've never heard that phrase?
I don't have too many crocheted pillows around my house with nice little sayings.
I'm shook that this is news to you and potentially will derail our entire conversation, but nevertheless, tell me what that means to you. The best revenge is living well.
Revenge is best dosed out in not paying attention to whoever wronged you and instead just living your life however you need to. Just go on. Have a great time.
And that's probably good advice, but not if you're a pop star going through a breakup.
Makes terrible pop songs.
In this situation, the best revenge is releasing a searing, scorched-earth revenge banger that calls out your ex and ideally rides that vengeance to the top of the Billboard charts.
And if it is intertwined with an Architectural Digest video of your former home together, even better.
Rather than living well, this is the tack that two pop stars, Tate McRae and Lily Allen, have taken in the wake of their high-profile breakups. McRae with her track "TIT for TAT." And Allen with an entire album called West End Girl.
I was curious which clip you would play there because that is probably the most tame moment on the entire album.
Well, I figured I'd warm us up with the title phrase, Charlie, and we'll get to the more scathing aspects of that album.
She's a Brit. We'll have tea later.
Today, I want to use these two tracks to explore the art of the revenge track, ask what makes a great revenge song, and try and figure out why we can't stop listening to these songs.
This is such fun music. You know, when I spoke with Ash and Phineas a few weeks back, Phineas said, all pop music right now is rap beef. Doesn't have to be rap. It can be pop music, it can be R&B, it can be country, but the things that are hitting, they gotta have some beef. And breakup beef makes great pop music.
Let's start with the very beginning of Tate McRae's "TIT for TAT."
Thought I might love you again. See how I feel now that you're acting like that. I never will last. Now she answered my call. It's still the deal. Not even about you.
Okay. We get a little spoken moment right into the chorus.
In fact, Charlie, that spoken moment at the start is the chorus.
Oh.
And then it goes into another chorus. It's a double chorus
It's a double
to start
chorus.
this song.
Yeah. Okay, fun. Double chorus. Not very common, but Tate McRae loves to start with a chorus. Get right into it. Love it.
I feel like this is exactly the kind of extra touch that we've come to expect from the Canadian singer who burst onto the scene in 2020 with a lot of attitude.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of sexy hockey gear and some very athletic dance moves.
Quite.
Since then, she's released 3 studio albums, including 2025's So Close to What, which we covered back at the beginning of the year.
So close to what?
But Tit for Tat was not on that album. It's a standalone single that she actually recorded backstage in Dallas while on tour. And as you can tell from the very start of this track, this is all about throwing your ex under the bus.
It's not even metaphorical. There's literally a touring bus outside.
A literal tour bus.
Wow, you're messy.
I love how scathing this line is. In the heat of it all, I always took your side. It's a shame you're out here trying to make it messy. Wow, you're messy. Damn. little identity rhyme there where you take the same word and rhyme it with itself.
It's plain, it's simple, it's cruel.
Exactly. It's more savage because she's like, you're not even worthy of a rhyme. You don't even deserve a rhyme. I'm just going to restate how messy you are.
Yeah, there's something very clean about that.
But some of the most pointed vitriol arrives in the bridge of Tit for Tat.
That looks like it really hurts. That bruise on your ego. I know that it makes it worse. It had to be me though.
That looks like it really hurts. That bruise on your ego.
Well, I like that line. That's a good line.
It's a really good line. And then when we return to the chorus, we get this really nice sound effect.
That I might love you again. See how
Oh, that not even that. The broken glass is what I'm referring to, Charlie.
Oh.
Listen again.
that I might love you again. See how
Oh, okay. Sorry. Obviously, my first connotation is broken glass at the end of a marriage ceremony. What is this broken glass?
It's got to be a reference to the long tradition of breakup songs involving breaking your lover's car windows. I'm talking about, let's see, the music video for Beyonce's Lemonade.
Hold up, right?
Hold Up, exactly.
Yeah.
Where she systematically bashes in headlights there
Yeah.
with a baseball bat while wearing a striking yellow dress.
Love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like
What else? We've got
Carrie Underwood before he cheats.
exactly.
I dug my key into the side of this pretty little souped-up four-wheel drive. Called my name into his leather seat.
There it is.
But the chef d'oeuvre of this subgenre has to be Jasmine Sullivan's Bust Your Windows.
Oh, a little tango.
I bust the windows out your car.
Yes.
And no, it didn't mend my broken heart. I'll probably always have these ugly scars.
I love that instead of using glass, instead they use a set of chimes, which kind of has the feeling of broken glass. I do want to hear the Tit for Tat version, though, one more time.
that I might love you again. See how
Okay, listen, I love the read of your smashed car window. However, that sounds like a broken champagne flute, a wine glass. It's a little lighter, and I feel like I hear this little sound, which feels like a wine glass being thrown across the room and shattering. That's what I'm hearing.
Sounds like you're intimately familiar with some of these sounds, Charlie. I don't know what you're.
I just
what's
love a
going on in your
rom-com.
personal life, but
Come on.
I do agree with your assessment now that we're listening to it together. But nevertheless, I think it's still fair to say this is referencing a deep tradition of breaking things in a breakup song.
Very fun.
And now I think we need to check out the one part of the song we haven't listened to yet, which is the pre-chorus. If we pay attention to the lyrics, there's an important clue about the motivation behind this particular track.
Let's go side for side, let's go back to back. Let's go tit for tat, boy, you asked for that. That's the best you got, was a good one. I was never as far away.
Song for song, yeah. What's that about, Charlie?
There's another song out there, is what I'm hearing.
That's right, Charles. This is not just a revenge track, it's a response track as well. It's time we reveal the X in question, the tat to this tit. It's... Sorry.
Tate has to be the tat.
Yeah, the tit to this Tate.
So who
Or
is the tit?
tat to the tit? It is the kid Laroi, the Australian singer who's best known, certainly I think, for his hit Stay, featuring Justin Bieber.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay.
Co-written by last week's guest on Switched on Pop, none other than Charlie Puth. Yes. So the kid Laroi and Tate McRae, they were in a relationship that ended in July 2025. But before that, they actually collaborated together. Tate featured Laroi, if I'm allowed to call him that, on her track I Know Love.
I know love, what it is, when it's, yeah, I know love, yeah, I know love, what it is, when it feels like this, it's a little like drugs.
A track that celebrates the almost inebriating quality of the love that they have for each other. But Charlie, that golden period did not last. Things ended between them. And what did the kid Laroi do after this breakup? Well, he released a song called A Cold Play. And do you think he was the bigger man acting above it all? No, he blamed Tate McRae for the breakup. It's not my fault. I tried to fix you, and I couldn't. You're beyond hope. I think that's why this song is called A Cold Play, because of this central line, fix you, which is the title of a Coldplay song.
A Coldplay. Oh, I hate that. I'm sorry. That's so obnoxious.
That's okay, Charlie. I have one more piece of information about this song that I don't know what to do with.
Okay.
What happens at the very beginning of this track, A Cold Play? When I heard this, there was something about those opening chords that was shockingly familiar.
Oh?
And it took me a second, but I'm pretty sure these are the exact same chords that we hear at the start of the theme to the television show created by David Lynch, Twin Peaks, composed by Angelo Badalamenti. Yep, same thing. F major with a ninth on top. Down to a D minor with the ninth on top.
Nobody gets to own the move from the 1 to the 6, but I hear there's a similar vibe.
It's the tempo, it's the kind of eerie quality, it's the appoggiatura in the melody. I don't know what to do with this information, but I need to get it off my chest.
So much of David Lynch's process was through meditation. Things that would come to him in a meditative state would end up going into his films, even when he wouldn't quite know what they meant. There were sort of these dangling, sort of ghastly things that we would have to infer from. So I think your chordal analysis and this connection is fairly Lynchian.
Well, you might think that a song that references both David Lynch and Coldplay would be hard to top, and yet I have a strong suspicion that Tate McRae has won this revenge
It's
round.
nothing but respectful, and you know that. Why you changing up the narrative to right? No, I can't do this. You're making me do this. If you wanna fight,
Why are you changing up the narrative to right? No, I can't do this. You're making me do this. If you want to fight, and then we get to the pre-chorus. Let's go song for song. I love this. It's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to get in the mud with you. But I guess if I have to, I'll write a song about it, release it, and watch it go to currently number 29 on the Billboard charts. But that's your fault. You made me do that. You made me do that. Your song, by the way, never charted.
Ooh.
But my revenge track does. I didn't want to do it, but you made me.
Ooh.
But my revenge track does.
Okay. Can I get conspiratorial?
Please.
What do you make of the very first time she says the chorus line, right now, I'm not even about you, in that spoken intro? Can you play that?
well,
You're gonna have to incept me with this one because I'm not hearing anything here, Charles.
The way that she says, I'm not even about you, sounds so similar to the phrasing, I told you that I never would. The song Stay. Am I crazy? Play it back to back.
Insert X-Files theme. Here's Tate.
Right now, I'm not even about
And which line in Stay is it?
Just the first line.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would.
Okay, so here's Tate. Right now, I'm not even about you. And Kid Laroi. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I mean, there's a similar da 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 da. That is that da 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 da. Told you that I never would, not even about you. Okay. There's a little grain of truth to your QAnon moment here.
What does it mean?
Well, it means if the Kid Laroi song was about how I need you to stay, Tate McRae is saying, I'm going to take that melody, but I'm going to flip it and say, I'm not even about you anymore.
You need to get out of here. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool, Chuck. You did it.
Thanks.
The success of Tit for Tat shouldn't be surprising because as listeners, we can't get enough of a revenge song, especially, Charlie, when the recipient of the song's invective is another celebrity.
Always.
Take an example we've talked about on the show before, Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Their album Rumors. It's a musical masterpiece, but certainly we're drawn to it because of the drama that was happening internally with the band, including 2 takes on a revenge song. Well, maybe revenge is a strong word to describe these songs, but certainly there's a healthy bit of critique in Stevie Nicks' Dreams.
Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, whoever
That track was directed at her former lover and bandmate Lindsey Buckingham, who came right back with his own.
Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, shacking up, so you won't do.
Rumors is the breakup Bible. And I just feel like I have to plug that our friend Rishikesh Hirway of Song Exploder just brought them back together to do an episode about their song Frozen Love in dialogue. So, hey, love can come back around.
It certainly can, but I doubt it will in the case of one of the more remarkable revenge songs of recent vintage, Shakira's Bizarrap Sessions number 53, which she released in the aftermath of her much publicized split with soccer star Gerard Piqué.
Es igualita que tú, pa' tipo como tú. A ti te queda grande y por eso estás con una igualita que tú.
A she-wolf like me isn't for guys like you. For guys like you, I was out of your league. That's why you're with someone just like you.
Ouch.
But in 2025, it feels like there's something in the water because Tate's revenge track is not the only one that's taking off this year. In fact, we have a whole revenge album that takes no prisoners. And we'll listen to that right after the break. Lily Allen just dropped West End Girl, an album that explores betrayal and heartbreak. And like was the case with Tate McRae, this revenge album involves another celebrity, the actor David Harbour, probably best known for being the sheriff in Stranger Things, to whom Allen was married for 4 years before getting divorced in the last few months. Lily Allen has had a bunch of hits in the UK, but West End Girl might be her biggest splash yet over here in the US.
Certainly in a long time anyway.
None of its songs have made it onto the Billboard charts yet, at least, but everyone seems to be talking about this album because of the way it features both her raw pain and her meticulous burns.
There's nothing quite like this one. I mean, we've heard plenty of breakup albums in the history of pop music. This is like a chronological list of events. It's like this happened, this happened, this happened. The whole thing is a novel of their relationship. It's not like a bunch of songs inspired by a breakup. It's the whole breakup.
You're right, Charles. There are precedents here. The one we talked about earlier, Beyonce's Lemonade, comes to mind, I think.
Sure.
Certainly Adele has her divorce album. Casey Musgraves has her divorce album.
Yeah.
But there's something different here. It's remarkably candid and vulnerable.
Yeah.
It starts in a pretty bright and happy place, though, with the title song, West End Girl.
Love this song.
All alone, I'm in a hotel room, I'm all on my own. Now I'm a West End girl. Now I'm a West End girl. Now I'm a West End girl.
I love how it plays with time in there.
So at the start of this album, Alan's just gotten married. She's moved to NYC, but then she gets cast in a play and has to return to London alone, becoming the titular West End girl. And even though we have these bright 60s style musical vibes, there's this disconcerting slowdown in the music,
Yes.
which seems to come out of nowhere and suggest there's something dark lurking underneath.
I'm a West End girl. A West End girl.
It speeds back up, and then we go into a phone call that will seem to change everything. Because 2 tracks later on Sleepwalking, we know that something isn't right.
That's what you said, but you let me think it was me in my head, and nothing to do with them girls in your bed. You don't stop talking, and I'm just sleepwalking.
So nice.
Adultery,
Not so
gaslighting,
Not good.
things are starting to crumble in this relationship.
But before you move on, though, I just have to ask, do you feel like Sleepwalking is a reference to the Santo and Johnny song Sleepwalk from 1959? Wait, okay, so here's the connection. It's not just the lovely slide guitar, which I love so much, but it's that waltz feel. And you just played the instrumental, but there is a vocal version of Sleepwalk by Betsy Bry from 1959. You see what I'm talking about?
I do. You speak the truth, Charlie. Except I'd say it's more of a 6/8 feel than a waltz feel, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes, not a waltz. It's excuse me. Thank you, Professor.
So things escalate on West End Girl from the suspicions of sleepwalking to the confrontation with one of her husband's lovers in the song Madeline.
We had an arrangement, be discreet and don't be blatant. There had to be payment, it had to be with strangers. But you're not a stranger, Madeline.
Hey, he is telling you the truth. Our relationship is only ever about sex.
I love that the first song of West End Girl opens up with the story of her getting cast in a play, because the whole thing really unfolds very much like it's on a stage. It's a song as much as it is a dialogue between Lily Allen and this so-called Madeline, who she's exchanging letters with. And exposing those letters, man, I hope that these are read word for word.
I hate that you're in so much pain right now. I really don't want to be the cause of any upset. He told me that you were aware this was going on and that he had your full consent. If he's lying about that, then please let me know, because I have my own feelings about dishonesty.
The musical accompaniment has the quality of a spaghetti western shootout that you'd recognize from the scores of someone like Ennio Morricone.
I can't whistle. Let's hear Alan again.
I know none of this is your fault.
Yes.
So epic.
It's a duel. It's a duel.
And there might be some parallels back to our A-side with Tate McRae. I mean, both of these songs have our protagonists confronting the other woman in the relationship. Lily Allen is talking to Madeline directly here, just like Tate McRae says, you know, I only knew things were really over between us when I talked to the other girl and got her side of things. But in West End Girl, I would say the peak of the savagery that Lily Allen unleashes upon her ex probably comes in the song 4chan Stan.
Tell me what a sad, sad man is giving 4chan Stan. What a sad, sad man is giving 4chan.
That is a sick burn. I hope no one ever calls me that.
It's not going to happen.
And then there's some other incredible stuff that happens, including the track Non-Monogamummy, which I think is just a brilliant turn of phrase. We learn more about the couple's open relationship and how those terms might have been violated. And eventually we end in a place of clarity. At the very end of this album full of pain and betrayal and savage burns, we get the song Fruity Loop.
You're just a little boy looking for his mommy. Things have gotten complicated. What with all the fame and money, playing with his toys. He just wants attention.
At the end of the album, rather than hurling insults, it's kind of a moment for Alan just to say, why are you the way you are? It probably has to do with your childhood. And what am I going to take away from this? We get that answer in the chorus.
It's not me, it's you. It's what you've always done, it's what you do. Forever till you die, it's true. It's not me.
It's not me, it's you, Charlie.
It's like saying you're a cliche because I'm going to take an old cliche. It's not you, it's me. I'm going to spin it around and deliver it as a pop song.
Well, this isn't just a generic cliche. This is also the title of one of Lily Allen's studio albums.
Oh, that's right.
So perhaps it's not only a way of saying, you know, this is your thing, this is your issue at the end of this. I just have to remember that I'm okay. It's also maybe a way of reclaiming the music that gives her her identity. This is her first release in 7 years, and what a comeback it is.
Oh, yeah. Everyone in my life was saying, you got to listen to this album. I'm like, it's a breakup album. I have never heard an album with this amount of specificity. There's just so many fine details of this relationship. I mentioned earlier that now people are going to watch the Architectural Digest tour of the home that Lily Allen and David Harbour bought together, because you can literally see the details of that home written into the lyrics of this song. It's great relationship sleuthing. I feel like TMZ. I feel like Deux Moi. I feel like tabloids from the UK, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
I didn't know you were so fluent in the language of celebrity gossip. Deux moi? You're just out here dropping deux moi like it's nothing? Look at you,
Oh, no,
Chuck.
it's everything. It's everything.
But here's the thing I want to end with, Chuck. I agree. We are drawn to the tabloid details, to the dirty laundry.
Yeah.
But dirty laundry alone does not make a revenge song work.
No.
It's artistry that makes a revenge song really stick. A revenge anthem can't just be a litany of quibbles and beef and betrayals. It has to kick ass as a standalone song. And that's what these songwriters and singers, Tate McRae and Lily Allen, do so successfully. They turn their pain into artful rage. And when you succeed with that formula, audiences can't get enough. Charlie, I think all that remains to say is the best revenge is writing well.
Okay, Nate, I feel like I'm going to go start working on a dissertation about this Lily Allen album. There's so many fine details in there. The other thing that I need to start studying more deeply are the 13 languages that are going to be on the new Rosalia album, which is going to be the subject of our next episode. If people haven't listened to her new single, Berghain, whoa! The most unexpected track I've heard in a while. Every single act of it, completely blown away. That's where we're going to be going in a week, and I'm really excited to share that with you all.
Also, we mentioned our interview last week with Charlie Puth. You can not only listen to that interview, but you can go watch it on YouTube. You can see Charlie Puth playing piano, taking us through harmonies, singing. It's really cool not just to hear him, but to watch him. So go over to youtube.com, find Switched on Pop, and like and subscribe. They say we've got a face meant for radio. Let's put that to the test, Charlie.
Yeah, please go like and subscribe the pod. It would mean a lot. All right. Switched on Pop is produced by Rihanna Cruz, engineered by Brandon McFarlane, edited by Alyssa Soap, illustrations by Iris Gottlieb, theme music by Zach Tenario and Jossie Adams of Arc Hours. We're a member of the Vox Media Podcast Network, a part of Vulture, which is part of New York Magazine. You can subscribe at nymag.com/pod.
Find us on social media and tell us what your favorite breakup revenge anthems are. What did we miss? What are the songs that make you go, whew, I hope I never break up with that person because they would drag me to hell. And until next week, thanks for listening.